Hey everyone, welcome back to Starfield, and we are at the lodge to complete the quest called Further into the Unknown, and we're adding the artifact into the little display here, I suppose it is. Let's go ahead and do that.
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
I guess we'll go with this one. Noelle's right. We can't abandon who we are now.
Chasing down this mystery is what Constellation was made for.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done.
Okay.
Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands.
Oh. My points in scanning have created a new dialogue option. That's interesting. I'm honestly impressed. The Eye has been able to pick up what it has already.
She's an old station. Be ready for retirement by the stretch of a human life. Took a lot of modifications to tune into the anomalies. Give you the down of it. Worried not all of the repairs we need will take. Compatibility across the years tends to fray. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
Oh, okay. Ooh, leveled up. Nice.
You got time for a quick chat? I appreciate it when you're able.
Oh, I guess we're going to talk to Sam.
You mind putting your signature on some documents? The money-related kind.
Oh, I suppose. What am I paying for now?
Fuel isn't free, I'm afraid. This artifact hunt is keeping us busy.
Good thing you've got me around, Ms. Morgan. Who knows how you'd get by on your own.
You and I both know you have the credits to spare, and you love every minute of this.
Okay. That's a pretty funny exchange. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do. Before we do that mission, I think we might as well go ahead and saw some activities about talking with folks. Yeah, Barrett needs a talking to. Sam does. And for some reason, we have to speak to Percival. Let's see. I thought there was also one to talk with Walter. Oh yes, this one, Overdesigned. I want to talk to Walter. Before I have enough funds to get a new ship, but before I do, I want to make sure that... I'm not sure if... I have to go back and look, but I don't know if this star station we were at with Star Yard at Stroud, we were able to buy anything there. But it's been a while, so we may have to go back and look. So, okay, so let's go talk with folks. before we do these upgrades and repairs to the eye. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's go talk to Sam. He's pretty chatty too. Let's talk to Sam, then talk to Barrett. There's no well. There's well, where'd everybody go? Oh, maybe they're and talk to Andresia. Oh, I bet you are they headed to the ship or are they going to the eye? Well, you know what? Walter's here, so let's just talk to Walter.
I'm expecting big things from you with this ship project. Don't let me down.
Sure, and about that ship project.
At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. Within reason. Until next time.
Didn't it say to talk to Walter? Hold on. Maybe I need to select it to, let's select it. Overdesigned. Oh, go to... Okay, I'm such an idiot. Alright, go to the Stroud Eklund Star Yard. Okay, so we already talked to him, apparently, at some point. So, I just want to do some inventory management. I think I got a lot of stuff on me. Let's see if... I think Sam and... or Sarah. Sam's... I think they all left. It looks like they all left. Alright. Let's go to the eye. At some point I gotta sell all this stuff. Okay, so here we are at the Star Yard. So we're going to... at the Stroud Eklund Star Yard.
You've arrived. Stroud Eklund Star Yard is here to serve you.
Great. So let's dock. So our companions abandoned us there at the eye. Yeah, so we'll have to do this one on our own, which is probably okay. Yeah, I guess we can eat the sandwich. And you know what, let's take a nap. I don't think I've taken a nap in a while. Alright, let's go see what's going on up here. Make Walter happy. Oh, Basco is, okay, so we need to find somebody named Jules.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Oh. I guess we're over here.
Deimos or a Stroud Eklund?
Here we go.
I'm all for new technologies, but your average consumer doesn't need that sort of maneuvering capability. And Mike is saying there are technical reasons your design won't work.
You're asking for technology that doesn't even exist, Frank. I'm good at what I do, but you're mental if you think I can pull off what you're asking. Tried and true is what we should focus on.
Tried and true is so dull, though.
I like Frank's design,
But maybe we could pivot it to more of a research vessel? Something suited for deep space exploration.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That's a great suggestion. But you know what? We haven't heard from Nev yet. Maybe she has some marketing insights.
Okay, but... what if... Sorry, hear me out. What if we went for the family recreation demo instead?
It's a much bigger market than Explorers, and no one else is doing it.
Oh, seriously?
That's a little different than I think we were all expecting, but a really good point.
I also worry that would limit us creatively.
Hey, back up. Nev's got a point. It's something we could easily build. And I'm sure the number crunchers could make it turn a tidy profit.
Thank you.
But I do think a solid, no-frills ship with a large cargo capacity would be even more practical and doable, given our time frame.
Oh, I like that idea.
Look, everyone, we need to come together if we're to succeed. Let's change direction and do a little thought exercise. Okay, fine. Maybe we should all just go back and develop our ideas some more before Walter's consultant, friend, whatever they are, gets here.
Too late.
The decision's apparently out of our hands anyway.
All right. Well, let me go speak to Jules.
Hello.
Hi, Jules.
Hi there.
I'm here to speak to you about the new ship project.
You must be Walter's colleague. He informed me that you'd be taking charge of Project Kepler despite the fact that we have a fully dedicated R&D staff already assigned to it. But that's okay. I'm sure that even though you have virtually no experience with this, you'll do a great job.
Oh boy. I have no idea why Walter trusts me to do this.
Great! That's great. Cool. Well, since we have no other choice, let's get to it, shall we?
Sure.
Oof. That is not a good sign.
As you probably know, we're tasked with coming up with Stroud Eklund's next hit starship. But we have budget concerns, market research to finish, and we can't seem to agree on a design. So I guess Walter sent you to resolve these issues. Have at it.
All right, can you tell me a little bit about your team?
Sure. I'm Jules, R&D project lead. Was the one making all the big decisions. I suppose I just coordinate now. You already heard from Frank. He's lead designer on the project, focused on the look and feel of the ships. There's Ella, another senior designer. She focuses on some of the more technical designs of ships. Went to school with Frank. Mike is our senior engineer, responsible for consulting on all the technical bits, the machinery, the computer systems, etc. And then there's Nev. She's here for marketing. It's her job to weigh in and sell this thing to consumers.
So hard about choosing what kind of ship to build.
There are a lot of factors to consider. Who is our market and what do they want in a ship? Which components are we putting into it? How fast should it go? How much cargo capacity should it have? What color should it be? We need to decide every little detail.
Oh, okay. I think I get it. I'm ready.
Okay, good. So, before we can do anything, we need to resolve the budget issue. We were charged with building the newest, hottest ship on the market, which won't be possible unless we petition the board for more money. So we have two new budget proposals. One will allow us to build what I consider to be a very sensible ship, but we'll have to make some tough design cuts. The other will allow us much more flexibility to put whatever we want into the ship. It's what I call the kitchen sink proposal. I don't love it, but it'll be next to impossible to approve. What should we go with?
Go big or go home. Well, why can't you use the original budget you were given?
I'd love to, seriously. It would be a huge win for us if we came in under or at that budget. But none of the viable designs for this project can be made for that amount. I've already rejected that budget, so I have to go to the board regardless. And since you're now responsible for the major decisions, which budget proposal we go with falls on you.
What kind of cuts would you have to make for the sensible design budget?
It's more that we can only choose certain design elements at the expense of others. In other words, if we go with something in Mike's design, there's not enough money in the budget for what Ella wants. That's one of the reasons we haven't been able to agree on anything.
What's wrong with the kitchen sink budget? Wouldn't everybody get what they want.
While it's true we'd be able to afford to put anything and everything into that design, it's just not practical. And the board will put more pressure on us to see that it succeeds. I worry that without constraints, my team will be disincentivized to focus this ship in any given direction. And they'll try to cram in everything but the kitchen sink, hence the name.
Oh,
Who
gotcha.
knows what kind of monstrosity we'd create if we tried to incorporate all of our designs. And would something that expensive actually sell?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. I think sticking to the sensible budget. A smaller budget would help us focus the design. Let's stick with your sensible budget proposal.
That sounds good to me, but remember, this ship will have fewer bells and whistles. We're not going to be able to include everything we want. Frank's luxury design has the most expensive components, and we've been having trouble convincing him to move away from that idea so we can stay within the budget. We need his help. Do you think you can get him to budge?
I am right here, you know.
Hi, Frank. Yes, now let us talk about what we can cut from your design, Frank.
I already gave my answer to Jules. We cut nothing.
Well, you seem reasonable. Let's just think about this a bit more.
Okay, I'm thinking.
I'm sure if you... I'll just go with this one. It seems impossible, but it appeals to his ego. I'm sure if you are able to accomplish your goal with a lower budget, the board would take notice.
Are you
Damn.
kidding? They'll just learn I can do with less and continue to give me less. I'll never be happy.
I'm just going to auto-persuade.
Perhaps backing down would be good for my reputation around here.
Yep. We're not asking you to cut everything, just to make more economical decisions.
That's how it starts. Then you ask me to cut this and cut that. Next thing I know, I get nothing.
Oh, come on.
No, sorry. This is my vision, and I won't have it compromised by silly budget concerns. We need that bigger budget, or else why are we doing this at all?
That's what I was worried about. See what I'm dealing with here? Well, I'm still not convinced we should go to the board asking for a ridiculous new budget. So how do you want to proceed?
Is she tired? She keeps yawning. I don't know what the auto-persuade point was, because wasn't that supposed to... I don't know.
Well, I'm all ears, because it's going to take a miracle to convince them.
Well, don't worry about it. If the board declines a budget, we won't know until we ask.
No offense, but you don't know the board like I do. If I go in asking for a ridiculous amount, they may limit our next several budgets as a precaution.
Well, we don't need to use the entire budget. This just gives us plenty of options.
I hadn't considered it that way. It gives us some wiggle room if we need to try some things, and if we come in way under budget, it'll look good.
Nothing like this has ever been done before. Think of the innovations we could bring to the market.
Innovations? Think of the headlines in the industry trade publications if this fails. We'd be a laughingstock. Look, I know you're
really
confident
don't
with this
understand
budget,
this
but I know there's
persuade
no
thing.
way I can get it past the board, so if you want it, you're going to need to figure out how to get it done yourself.
Really? I'll think of something.
All right. I don't know how you're going to do it unless you somehow have the authority to approve the kitchen sink budget in the computer yourself, but whatever. Just don't keep us waiting too long, okay?
These ships are something else. Well, what do you expect? The Eklund family is loaded. Then you throw
Where's the
in
computer?
Walter
Oh, okay. I bet I can probably do that.
Habershaw's in the showroom if you're ready to buy.
I guess I should have backed out. I don't know. This persuasion thing is like weird. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Budget proposals. Couple are open. Approve. I don't understand. Messages, new consultant. Oh, okay, that's just Walter telling them that I was coming. Parts back order. Okay. Delayed. Bonuses. Well, everybody got a bonus. Alright. That was easy enough. Should have went with that option in the first place.
Not much going on.
Yeah, alright, let's go talk to Jules.
We got a business to run. No time for sentiment.
We're all super glad you're here, right, everyone?
Yep. Hello.
Well, we're making progress now, I guess.
Have you been leading the R&D team for long?
It might surprise you to hear that no, I have not. This is actually the first project I've led for Stroud Eklund. I recently graduated with a master's degree in engineering management. I'm actually kind of surprised they hired me, but I was at the top of my class, so maybe they didn't want to lose me to some other star yard. Anyway, I'm grateful for the chance to do good work here.
Well, you need to do some people management classes. So, you're the project lead. What does that really mean?
It means I'm responsible for making sure our projects are carried through to completion. I'm not the one calling all the shots, per se, but I do need to ensure the people making those calls are empowered to do that within the limits the executive set for us.
Alright, so I'm here to speak to you about this new ship project.
Okay, but if you want to go with the larger budget proposal, then you need to find the money somehow.
I got the budget adjusted. It shouldn't be an issue now.
Wow, how'd you... You know what? I'm not even going to ask right now. Being friends with Mr. Stroud has its advantages, I guess. I'm just happy we can move on. Great, that's one problem solved. I'll go forward with that budget proposal and we can move on.
Great.
Next, we need to gather some market data. The best way to do this is to outfit your ship with some sensors and take it through some real-world scenarios so we can make more informed design decisions.
Aren't there better ways of gathering that kind of data?
Well, Mr. Stroud believes you fit in our target demographic. We heard about some of your adventures, and we tend to agree that getting data from someone like you will be helpful.
Alright.
Frankly, most of our test pilots played a little too safe, and the scenarios we run don't push the limits as much as we can get away with legally. But luckily, we don't have those same concerns with you, because you're not technically employed by us, and Walter trusts you.
Alright. Tell me what I need to do.
Great! Just pick up a mission or two at the mission board and proceed like you normally would. We'll collect the data when you return. If you take on a variety of missions, we can build a ship to handle a variety of scenarios. But if you just fly one mission, we can build a more focused ship. It's up to you. In the meantime, you might also want to talk with the team, get to know them, give feedback on their proposals, etc. Good luck out there.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we can talk to folks.
You know, I have designed spacecraft for over 10 years.
Yay.
So, you must have really impressed Walter for him to give you this project. Or maybe it's a bit of nepotism. Never mind that. Perhaps he sees in you what he sees in me.
Well, what can you tell me about you? What do you think Walter sees in you, us?
My hope is that he sees the passion in our work. In truth, I know he values me, but he has yet to truly cut me loose from the corporate reins and let me do as I wish. But I understand Walter has given you much greater control of our project. Perhaps I can learn from you and convince him I'm ready for the same.
Well, what can you tell me about yourself?
As a designer, I see the beauty in our craft and deliver that to the consumer. My desire is to make flying in our ships a joy to all the senses. I have won awards. I am proud of my work. But I do not like to brag. Rather,
Really?
my goal is to change the board's perception of employees like myself from mere cogs in the corporate machine to value us as artists and let us do as we please.
Okay, well, Jules asked me to give some feedback on your ship design proposal, so let's hear it.
Ah, yes. At least you may be more open to my ideas than my colleagues. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind.
Sounds nice.
High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market.
How would we design a ship like that?
The ship should be mid-size, spacious but not bulky.
Okay.
We'll want to build it with the highest quality, most expensive modules available. It should feel safe, but not threatening. Focus on defensive measures, not aggressive weaponry. Above all, you should be able to picture your favorite celebrity, or Walter himself, flying this ship and influencing others to buy as well.
Well, that doesn't actually sound like a bad idea. All right, it seems like a worthwhile goal.
I'm glad you agree. Such an ostentatious luxury craft will be the envy of everyone in the settled systems.
So what's going on, Frank? Why so defensive about your design?
Because I am the lead designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback. And Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before.
Oh, I see. Well, why work here if you seem... Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. He might walk off the job. What's so important? What was that about wanting to sell the ship to celebrities? Why is that so important?
2 words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do you expect?
Yeah, I think... Yes, I see, I think... Boy, I cannot read today. Yes, I think I see what you're getting at.
Of course you do. I'm glad you understand. Imagine someone like Borealis stepping out of one of our shining luxury ships. Everyone would want to look that cool. Not only would I have the chance to work on a dream ship, but that kind of exposure is guaranteed to sell it.
Why work here Why work here if you seem so unhappy with the way things are? That's not good. Okay, that's weird.
Just because I do not like how corporate we have become doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation.
I see.
Then again, here we are.
Then again. All right, thanks, Frank.
Later.
This is going great. Just fantastic.
Okay, Nev. Let's talk to this lady.
Hi. Need something?
You seem a little on edge. Is something wrong?
Oh, no. It's just... I'm a little new here, and everyone's got these big, flashy designs. And I'm supposed to come up with one too, but like, I don't know if it's as good or like, good at all, even.
Well, I'm sure it's just as good as the others, if not better, so let's hear it.
Thank you for saying that, but, like, really? I don't know. Whatever. Here goes. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht, something marketed more towards families.
Mm-hmm.
Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation.
Yep.
You probably think that's stupid, right?
Mm-mm. Do you really think that kind of ship is in demand?
I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and like, no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot.
What would it take to design a ship like that?
I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales.
Well, a recreational ship does seem like a great idea. It is unique and fun.
Oh, really? Wow, I am... Thank you. I'm really glad I told you about it. Well, if we end up making it, I swear I'll work up a hell of an ad campaign for it.
Do you like working here?
So far I do. But, just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my bosses really seem to like my work, so... I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right. I still feel weird pitching ideas to people who have been at this for so much longer than I have.
So what's it like to do marketing for our ship manufacturer like this?
It's interesting. I'm new, and I've never done anything like this before coming here. Marketing for ships, specifically, that is. There are so many things to think of for different demographics, like style, features, cost, and all that. And you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities, because space is dangerous, and people need to feel like the ship they're buying is safe.
Well, you mentioned you were new. What did you do before this?
Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship. Ships are, like, totally different than that.
I think so.
I applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired.
All right, well...
See you later.
Yep, see you later. Just need some experience, I think. All right, let's talk to Mike. All right, Mike. Hello, Mike.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here.
Has that been a problem?
Well, how do I put this? My co-workers are smart people. But between you and me, they're in way over their head with this project. Jules especially. She's new at being a project lead and has insisted we design by committee, so everyone's voice is heard. Admirable. But no one could agree on anything, and we're running significantly behind because of it.
Understood. Well, I'm glad to be of service then.
Good. Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track.
I'll just approve everything.
Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible.
All right, let's
It's
hear it.
simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side.
Sounds like this project is hard on the engineers. Why is that?
Oh, let me tell you. All the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around.
I see. Okay. What can you tell me about your role here?
Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk? I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one.
I hear ya. All right. So it sounds like a win. Your proposal sounds like a win for the team, so go on.
It's truth, and we need it. The others believe we need to think big and innovate. Reality is, we just need to do what we do better than anyone else. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it.
Well, that seems simple enough. Any other design considerations?
Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea. If we go with a design like that, I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself.
I think you're right on the right track with this idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I was expecting
I
we'd
love
have
it.
to argue a bit more than that. Well, that's a relief.
Like I said, I'm
I hope
proving
you're being
everything.
sincere. Because if I can convince them to go with mine, it'd save us all a lot of trouble in the end.
What do you think of Stroud Uckland?
I assume you mean the company and not the people. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great.
They are
The
great.
company's still kind of young as far as Star Yards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other Star Yards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made.
Oh, that's good news. You don't like being involved in research and development?
Nope, not really. No, I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. All I want to do is build the best damn starships I can, not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But upper management loves the work I do, and they wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds, so here I am.
So you're the lead engineer here.
Yep, that's me, innit? Been here since the start of the company. Done engineering for going on 30 years total.
Wow.
But I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. I've got no interest in being lead. Too much management. Not enough tactile work. And yet here I am, resigned to my fate on the R&D team.
Yeah, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Right. Take care.
All right, and Ella, how are you? Whoops, chair. I don't want to talk to the chair. Ella.
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships?
She's been with us for ages.
I've done a little work on starships. I upgraded mine.
Good. We were worried you knew nothing and this would be a complete disaster. As
That
long
might
as
still
you are
be.
willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine?
Well, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself first?
I'm the most senior designer on this project, for one. Despite all the acclaim he gets, I actually referred Frank to his current design position. He and I were in the same design program when we went to get our degrees back in uni. We support each other as friends as much as possible. Even when we disagree. I love my job here. But I dream one day of working for a small startup or running my own design firm so I can work on custom ships instead of mass-produced products.
All right. Well, tell me what sort of ship you have in mind.
Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market?
Pirates. I think was she talking about explorers? I'm thinking explorers.
Yes. Finally, a kindred spirit operating on my own wavelength.
Okay, I thought I remember
You see,
saying that.
while many ships will operate to that end, few ships are designed with exploration as the primary goal. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Stroud Eklund will dominate that market sector. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of affordable, accessible space exploration fueled by ordinary people like you and me.
How would I design a ship like that?
I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must.
Thing is, I don't know. I think it would need a lot storage capacity. On the other hand, I don't know. I think it does sound like a great idea.
Thanks.
I love it.
Let me tell you, we would not regret going with my idea. This is a chance to do something that will truly inspire future generations.
What does your job here entail?
Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use.
What do you think of the company?
Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project? It's not like I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great.
Alright, thank you, Ella.
See you around, I guess.
Alright, so I think, before we accept missions... Where are the missions? Oh, this is the mission board. We'll go over to the eye and do whatever repairs on the eye needed.
These ships are something else.
Because I don't want to... Can we buy ships here?
Still, to go from literally nothing to ships that give tire.
Hope you have a good stay.
Where's the ship person? I don't see a ship
These
person.
ships are nice, but compared to a Trident? Aw.
If you need anything, just ask. Stroud Eklund may be new, but it has allowed us to learn from the others.
Let's see your ships.
We got something for everyone.
Privateer. Kind of boring looking. Gal, you know, I think we've seen these at, I think we've seen this one anyway. I don't know about this one, but I think we've seen these in New Atlantis. Vanquisher. Oh my god, this is so ugly. But look at the cargo capacity on that thing. Oh, it's a Class C though. I can't drive a Class C yet. Good lord though, it is ugly. Werewolf. Well, they're very square, these, This would be cool, I guess, as a fighter ship. That's what it looks like, huh? Take down some pirates. Alright. Thank you. Alright, let's head over to the Eye.
Captain Archer, greetings.
Hi. And see if we can get some of our crew back. Because, see, nobody's here. I think they're all over at the Eye. Even Cora. Alright, so let's head over to the Eye and then we'll do some missions. So let's get our mission up. Complete a passenger mission and complete a bounty mission. Yeah. Alright. Let's do short-sighted. Go to the Eye. Okay. Why did that not pop up? Alright, there it goes. Where is it? Let's head out before I hit the station. Our Star Yard.
We're entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
I thought the Eye and the...
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. Oh, no, that's right. At the Star Eklund, it's in neon, right? Yeah. Or near neon, wherever. Whatever. I was trying to have to do that. Alright, so I think we'll pause here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.